for my leg, but
Welcome. Good evening, everyone. I am super excited tonight. I know you guys are going to be rolling in. We just went live on Instagram. So we everywhere, y'all. Tonight is like one of those nights where we need to be everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Okay. So welcome, guys. If you are new to mobile home investing for newbies, welcome. This is a place for you to come to learn, to share your experiences as you are moving along. So if you're new into mobile homes and just like looking for where to start, this is a great opportunity for you to be in this group, to chat with people, to ask questions. And again, just kind of share your journey as you're going along. You guys will see me sharing my journey as I go along. And I'm always here just to kind of share tips and tricks with you guys that I'm learning along my process. So welcome to the group. And for those who have been with us for some time, welcome back, and thank you so much for continuing to support me and our group at large. So tonight, guys, they need no introduction at all, but I will give them a little introduction, okay? We have special guest, someone, a group that is like really dear and near to me, specifically on my journey. You guys have heard me talk about how I got started, where I got started, and you definitely have heard me mention Trailer Cash Academy. So tonight we have Jay and Samara Harvey. Welcome, guys.
Hey man, we
thank
appreciate
you.
you having us and salute. Congratulations to you on all the success you've had.
Thank
Since getting
you.
the course, it's been crazy.
Thank
Yes.
you so much. I'm really excited. So for those who don't know, right, I had the opportunity to win a course, right? You guys had a scholarship opportunity. You were giving away a course. I saw that thing on Instagram and I commented like, I'm gonna win. This is for me. Right? Y'all like come to the YouTube channel, ran over there, posted whatever needed to be posted immediately, right? They say success loves speed. So the live wasn't even done yet. And I had already emailed y'all like, look, everything's done.
I love it.
And I won, and I was so thrilled and just excited for the opportunity to get the resource that was needed for me to really jump into mobile homes. So I came from wholesaling houses. Did that very successfully for 4 years. But after having my second child, right, was just like looking for something new, something to kind of ignite that passion back in me. And found you guys, saw you guys on YouTube, beautiful, lovely couple. And I was like, let me tune in, right? So started watching a ton of you guys' videos and just was really intrigued. So I want to, first thank you guys for the opportunity to win the course. And y'all see what it's done for me, okay? So
Crazy.
yeah, it's been such a pleasure. So that's like my journey into, wholesaling mobile homes specifically, but we all want to kind of know, how did you guys get into mobile homes? Because it's kind of a unique niche, if you will. Like, what brought you to mobile homes in the first place?
Man, shoot, we
I
ended
know,
up
right?
stumbling into mobile home investing. It wasn't something that we were actually searching for. We ended up, drinking the Kool-Aid. We went to school. We got the corporate jobs, and it was. I remember one day, I called Samara like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore." My manager was telling us like we get to wear jeans on Friday. I'm like, nah, like I'm like, this ain't it. Everybody's meeting up for happy hour, and I'm just like the black sheep. And I told Samara like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore." And literally,
Yeah.
like the next day, then you find a email or something like
Yeah,
that.
Facebook ad
Yeah,
for
that's what it was.
Rich Dad Poor Dad seminar that they were having out here in Phoenix. And I was like, Jay, we had just read the book. This is a sign. So we went there, and we didn't know what we were walking into when it came to real estate investing, just that we were open to it. And we got really inspired by hearing all the stories and the success stories. So we were like, you know what? We not happy in the 9 to 5. Let's jump right in. And we jumped in, and we jumped in a little too hard because we ended up trusting the wrong people, to be honest, and ended up losing over $90,000 in the first few months of getting into
Yeah, I will say
it.
that the 90,000, how that worked. We invested about $60,000 into a burnout property. We were expecting a return within 3 months. That ended up taking about a little over 15 months for us to actually see a return. So We didn't necessarily lose that. We got it back. It just took way longer than expected. And then we ended up finding one of these mentors we met at RIA. Man, this guy was like a father figure to us in a sense. You know, all the game he was giving, we spent a lot of intimate time, told him a lot of things about ourselves. And again, us being so green and naive, we ended up putting money on a home, about 30 grand, into a fix and flip, but the home was already in foreclosure. So just saying it, like, man, it still sounds embarrassing, but that's our story and we sticking to it. So we were just down and out, man. Like, you know, we're out $90,000. You know, we're like, man, like we're like starting to like blame ourselves, starting to blame each other. We're like, man, like we did all that just to get here. And luckily we had some good friends in our corner. They knew what we went through. They invited us to a real estate event. Samara had work, so she couldn't go, but I went, and we split off when we got there. And I ended up going into a room where it was this 80-year-old guy, and he was talking about flipping mobile homes. He said he was making $20,000 to $30,000 a month. He wasn't using more than $5,000 of his own money. And if you're missing this opportunity, you're missing the boat. So sat there for about an hour, like sped home, got to Samara. I said, yo, I think I figured out how we're going to not only get out of debt, but help a lot of people and get to financial freedom. And I said, mobile homes. And her response was like,
hell no. We already lost money. You trying to get us in the trailer parks. Like, we were not with it.
She was thinking about 8 Mile.
I was not
with
it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was not. No, they don't have any value. We're not doing that. And, you know, Jay was pretty adamant about it. And so we started doing a lot of research. And we started to see like, wow, there's a lot of mobile home parks around us, that some that I was passing by every single day on my way to work that I never noticed. Right. And, you know, there was so much opportunity that we just didn't see. When you started crunching the numbers, we're like, man, you know, instead of us putting $60,000 into a home, what if we could buy one for under $5,000? And it really started to light us up.
Yeah. And most importantly, we saw like, man, the affordable housing crisis is huge. And in Phoenix in particular, this is one of the hot spots as far as mobile homes. So we were like, man, this is a huge opportunity to not only just help ourselves, but help a lot of people step into, you know, quote unquote, that American dream of home ownership. So yeah, man, we started researching, we got into it, and we did well. We did well.
Yes, that is so awesome. So first of all, just talking about like perseverance, right? Like the first thing didn't work, the second thing didn't work, but you guys didn't give up. And I think that's really, really important, because we have a lot of people in the group and just in general that we network with and talk to. And it's kind of like, if that first thing don't work out, then they're just out of the game. They're just done and give up. So just really commending you guys for pushing through and making it happen. So you finally got, and then quick shout out to Rich Dad Poor Dad real quick, because that was the first seminar I've ever gone to as well in real estate, like ever. You know, I was like, okay, well, you know, let's figure this thing out. But so cool. So you guys got into this game, right? You started crushing it literally, and like you did 400 deals, over 400 deals in such a short amount of time. How did you guys do that? Like, we want to know this. We want to know the secrets.
Yeah, I think it was having a team was really important. Having systems and processes was really important. And the thing is, with mobile home investing, it's so much faster than flipping homes, because we're using titles that we get at the DMV. So we were able, man, I remember nights we were in the parking lot at the at the grocery store, counting out 15 grand in cash, giving them a title, and it was done, right? So the process is so much faster and so much easier than actually getting appraisals and fixing up the homes to HGTV status, that I think we were able to do multiple deals that way.
Yeah, I think what really helped accelerate our growth is when we decided just to focus on one strategy. Once we found out about wholesaling and wholesaling mobile homes, and we stuck to that, and then we just took off.
Yeah.
So wholesaling was the primary strategy that you guys implemented. Yeah,
we came into the game doing fix and flipping. I think we made a little over $800 on our first deal. And then, just stumbling on our way to success, we ended up, finding out about the wholesaling niche, and we just ran with that.
Okay. What was one of just one difference that kind of attracted you to that versus some of the other strategies? I mean, all of them are great, but like, what kind of attracted you to that one?
Man, it was simply the fact like we didn't have to keep running through repairman, like handyman.
Oh my goodness.
Man, it was crazy. Like some of these guys, they would come in, they would fix up the home. We'll put the home out in the market or test it and go in there flushing toilets, and we'd have stuff coming out the toilets, out the bathtub, like the day we put it on the market. So when we found out about wholesaling, we can kind of like do this ourselves without needing this extra team, waiting for the fix and flip, all these repairs. It was just so much smoother. We saved so much time, mostly energy though. Like as an entrepreneur, that's the biggest thing you want to save is that energy and your time.
Yeah, it was the speed of it that really got us like excited about wholesaling. And then because the demand is so big in affordable housing and mobile homes, that it was, we were wholesaling to other investors, but also, to other individuals, families that wanted to live there that were willing to do all the repairs themselves. So there was just a lot more opportunities to sell it quickly if we can just turn it over really quickly.
Yeah, not just with mobile homes and parks. Like some of our first wholesale deals were actually mobile homes on land. That was during the time where it was like zero competition, virtually nobody knew about the niche. So we just took advantage of it.
Yeah, no, everything that you're saying like really hits home, particularly because I was wholesaling houses for 4 years. So I really understand like the difference, some of the major differences. And Samara, when you talk about speed and demand, like those are two of the key differences that I experienced between the houses and the mobile homes. Like literally, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we better close this thing right now, right now. We're not going through no title company, no title search, like right now. So that's great. And then like something you mentioned too is just being able to really feel, because like when I was doing houses, it was just all my buyers were investors, right? So it was like always just number punching. It doesn't make sense or does it not make sense, but to be able to have the experience and feel some of these homeowners like this is their first time into home ownership is just so beautiful, so beautiful. Yeah, I love it. So Jay, you said something a couple times in the beginning. You said that you guys got into this because one, it was a way for you guys to get out of debt and to build success, but also to be able to serve and be able to help a lot of people. So let's kind of go into that direction, because not only were you guys helping the homeowners, people that were purchasing these properties, but then of course you guys started Trailer Cash Academy. So how did that all come about?
Yeah, man, to be honest with you, we just got to a point where we were like, man, this is great, but it can't just stop here. I felt like God was telling us to like take this information and just give it away to other people. Like we saw how much it affected us, and we were just thinking about like some of our friends, some of our family members, like people we met along the way. Like, man, this could be huge for so many people. We need to just go ahead and start giving this information out. So we had a couple friends of ours, those same friends that got us into the mobile home investing game. They told us like, man, go ahead and start a YouTube. Here's the game on how to start that. I think this is going to be huge for y'all. So we listened, we took some action, and man, it just blew up. It was crazy.
I love it. And you guys, I mean, the YouTube channel, I just love, right? I mean, we watching Jay go through and like do his inspections, hopping over stuff. He's like, look, I don't play with no snakes. I'm hopping
over. You've been watching from the beginning, for real.
Yes. But no, I love it. Just having that like, real interaction, be able to see the process as you guys went along with it was phenomenal. And then just seeing how many success stories you had. So, I mean, you guys have taught over 1,000 students into getting into this game and really having huge success. You've had people have major success and even start to coach themselves. So, I mean, including myself. So how has that kind of impacted you guys and just in general?
Oh man, it's been phenomenal. I mean, just seeing the growth and the impact that it's made in some of our students' lives and the impact that they're making now in their communities, and even helping newer investors like yourself, right? So it's like, you teach someone how to fish and then they can teach somebody else how to fish. And it's just been amazing to see how they're able to take this concept and even do bigger and better things that we even imagine. I mean, one of our first students on the channel, I think he did 40 deals, 40 homes on his first deal, over I think $250,000 worth of profits on his very first deal. Wow. And it's just like, we didn't run into that on our first deal, but it's just amazing to see the impact that they're making in their community and for their family. It's been awesome.
And the transformation, like I think it's the paradigm shift in self-confidence and self-worth. Like not only closing the first deal, but creating that first 6-figure business. Some of these individuals, these are the first time, this is the first time they've done this in their family. So they're changing the trajectory, not only of their business, but of their family and financial freedom, taking the first steps to building generational wealth and creating a lot of opportunities for other people in their own communities. It's been very, very like a humbling experience for us just to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. And we all appreciate it. So because of course, in a lot of interviews, we get kind of the glitz and glamour and, they sold this, they sold that, but you sometimes don't get to see like some of those hard times that you was struggling or deals didn't go through or whatever the case is. What are some challenges that you guys experienced and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, man. I remember this one home. We were excited about it. It took us a while to lock down this deal. This was in Glendale.
Yeah.
We get to the house. It's rare that me and Samara are together going to homes. I'm usually there by myself. I think we might have had like a date night. We were just like, let's just knock this out first and get to date night.
Right.
So I'm walking up to the home, now I start seeing needles. I'm like, okay, this is nothing. We in Glendale. This is what West Phoenix is. It is what it is. So Samara sits in the car like, I'll take care of it.
You got this one.
Man, I get to the door, open the screen door up, then open the other door. I'm walking in, and then somebody just like comes out. She's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Whoa, like, what's going on?" Like, I didn't know this person was in there. This person was a relative of the person that we actually bought the home from. So she's looking at me, looking like she wants to stab me. I'm looking at her like, "Yo, this is my property. You need to get out." And we literally had like an arguing match. It almost. I've never put my hands on a woman, but this time I was scared for my life. I don't know what we had. I thought I was gonna have to hem her up a little bit. We was going at it like Samara actually had to call the police. It was so bad. Remember?
It was crazy. Yeah. She was like screaming. I mean,
she looked crazy too. Yeah, she looked crazy.
Yeah, but she was scared too, right? And so we just didn't know what to, and Jay was like, who is this person in this house? We need to get them out. So we ended up having to call the police, and
I showed her the title. She didn't believe me. The park manager got involved trying to get her out. She's telling us she's not going anywhere. This is my house. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a crazy. I mean, we have a lot of stories. And I think, one of the other big challenges that we ran into was, and this is why we really needed to work on building a team, is Jay was, I'm not even going to lie, in 1 year, you got into 5 car accidents from driving nonstop across the city, looking at properties nonstop, because we were doing so many deals. I think
I was on the road like probably like 6-7 hours. It just got like, it was physically exhausting, the amount of work we was putting in.
Yeah. And so that was,
they weren't all major accidents. They were like
bumper, but still at that point we were like, you cannot be on the road this much. We have to figure out a way to bring you back in so that you're safe. Right. And we can utilize other people and their time, so we don't have to put it all on you.
Yeah, because we weren't just doing deals in Phoenix. We would do deals in like Flagstaff, Globe, Arizona, Tucson. Like we was everywhere,
Wow. Yeah, you sound like my husband. So when we first got started, we were living in Maryland. We live in North Carolina now, but we started doing deals in North Carolina. And we were doing them virtually at first, but then like we had got this really good deal, and he was like, he wanted to meet us in person. So my husband was like, oh, I guess I'll see you in a day or two. So like he's literally driving. And then it became a thing where he was driving to North Carolina once a week, 8 hours there, 8 hours back. It was just crazy. And I was like, whoa. So yeah, that's when we reanalyzed things. Like, okay, well, it seems like we need to move to North Carolina with all the business that we have going on.
Right.
And we made the transition. We're here now in Charlotte. So I know sometimes even for myself, when we're coaching people and it's like, you think that you're doing, the most, but like there's more that you can do, right? Like sometimes you have to push past even what you think your, limit is to get it done. Like when I'm saying driving 8 hours a day per week, and you're talking about driving 6 hours, 7 hour days, like really, really putting in that work. It sounds like really what the magic sauce is at the end of the day.
It's a little bit of grind.
And then just start getting some people on your team to help you out, like really understanding like you're not going to get to growth doing everything alone. So bringing the right people in, it changed the game for us.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I really loved about the course too. You guys' course is like really the training as far as like who to hire, how much, where to find them. Like all of that was very, very helpful in the whole process. So what would you say, you know, for your students that are getting started is like one of the, you know, challenges they have, or maybe even blocks that they have from just like taking that leap and getting started?
Yeah, from the most part, when we used to do our surveys from some of our beginner students, they'd have all the game, they'd have everything they need, they'd have access to the calls, but it was still something in their mind where they were telling themselves like they just don't have enough time, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest block is the mindset and the fear, right? Like, first of all, being organized enough with your time so that you're focused on things that are really going to make impact in your business and you're not trying to do everything, but also the fear of, what do I say when I walk into a park manager's office? What do I say if somebody calls me? I remember our first deal, and everybody faces this, right? We had a phone, somebody called us, and we're throwing the phone at each other, like, you answer it, because you just don't know what you don't know, you know what I'm saying? And so just being able to push past the fears, push past the limiting beliefs, like time, money, you know, I don't have a team, those things you'll gain as you move forward. And so I think that's been the biggest thing, is like really pushing our students to say like, hey, you might not have it right now, you might be scared, you may not feel like you have enough time, but how can we push past those beliefs to actually make it happen?
Yeah, I think what we did best was like, we would just ask them like, hey, can we look at your calendar, or can you tell me exactly where your time was going? A lot of them that had that fear, they couldn't really tell us like where their time was going. They were just going off of their feelings. So once we got them to actually start utilizing their Google Calendar and actually tracking all of their time, that changed the game for them, because they were able to step out of the feelings and just focus on the facts. Like, factually, this is where my time is going. I might not like where it's going, I might feel tired, I might feel stressed with it, but I at least know where it's at and my feelings aren't controlling my moves.
Absolutely. And that Google Calendar is something else I can tell y'all right now, because even for me and my husband, I mean, we've been working together as, you know, as a married couple for almost 5 years now. And I remember in the beginning, it was like, you know, I got an appointment. Oh, you got an appointment. You didn't tell me you had an appointment. Like, I got an appointment. It's like, well, so then it's like, look, let's use this Google Calendar now. It's very clear, concise. Okay, you got that. So it's just been a game changer for us. That was like one of the things we always talk about, is like scheduling has been just overall a game changer. I homeschool my sons too. So it's like, look, we need a whole schedule. We need a whole schedule.
Yeah, for real.
So those are some really, really, really good points for sure. And now, like, I know that you guys were teaching, you know, on mobile homes. And I of course hopped on your live this last, what was it, Monday? Yes, this last Monday. And you shared that you guys have some new, you know, new things going on, as well as a wonderful opportunity for people that are looking to get started. So I kind of want to, you know, just touch on what is it that you guys are offering, and then, you know, kind of where are things going for Jay and Samara?
Well, yeah, I'll start off with kind of like where we're going. We started seeing, you know, a lot of these entrepreneurs are coming to the mobile home space, and you know, they be happy as far as like, oh man, I flipped some deals and now I'm able to make $5,000. Now I'm making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. All these things are great, but then, you know, we've seen like over 1 and 2 years, once you like you're doing it and doing, they want something more. They realize like, man, I've been chasing like financial security and financial freedom, but now that's done, I'm not really sure if this is actually what my purpose is in life. You know, this is not really necessarily what I identify with as far as my purpose. So we said, hey, we played a part of that problem. You know, we were in that ourselves. So we want to take our channel and focus on more so on holistic entrepreneurship, where, you know, you're bringing this success to the table, you're chasing this success, you're getting the achievement, this is all great, but we want you to be bringing your whole self with you along the way, right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know, when we get so focused on chasing that bags and the money, we lose a part of ourselves, right? Because if you're putting all of your attention into achievement and success, there's a part of you in your soul, there's a part of your family, there's relationships, there's your health, you're sacrificing in order to make more money. And at some point, more and more and more does not bring fulfillment. And so we want to be able to say like, hey, yes, be successful financially, go out there and invest, but don't forget to incorporate these other aspects of your life that are so important too.
So yeah, we'll be curating some unique experiences based around the entrepreneur that has more purpose, more impact, and overall more productivity. That's what we're all here for. That's what we all want. So I can't wait to launch those things. But right now, what's in front of us, we said, hey, we took a while to just really focus on our marriage, our new daughter. Well, she's not new no more. 16 months. She's running now.
Just like that.
But I love it.
When we came back, we said, hey, we've changed and our business model has changed. We've just got other things that we're focused on, including getting into some of these schools, teaching leadership to at-risk youth that come from broken and leaderless homes, things like that. So we said with TCA, where do we want to go? And we said the first thing we want to do is get back to the basics of just giving from the heart, collaborating, creating opportunities where we can educate and share information to connect others with other people. So we decided to do the Get in the Game scholarship. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so we're super excited about this. So basically what we want to do is help people get in the game. And we've gotten messages from people like, I've been watching you for years. I'm like, why are you not in the game though? Like, we don't want to hold you back. We don't want money to hold you back. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover 75% of the tuition. We want them to cover 25% because we want to make sure that you're committed at some level. And
tell them why about that, because I know we've gotten a question about that. I think it's important, right, to have some type of skin in the game. You know, when people pay, they pay attention. I sincerely live by that. When everything is free, you don't have nothing that you're trying to get back. So we said, hey, we'll cover the majority of the cost, but just put 25% down, at least something. Go out there and get that back. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's really important. People that pay attention. If it's free, you don't value it as much. We want them to make sure that they have some sort of skin in the game. And so basically we'll give them access to our accelerator program, which is everything that they need in terms of the whole blueprint that we use, the contracts, the scripts, the tools. There's actually modules about mobile homes on land now. So that's an area that we're venturing in, and we've got trainings in there from other experts. And so all of that you're going to get for only paying 25%. And Jasmine was inspired by this because she's a scholarship recipient of ours.
Yes.
She decided to actually donate and give some time to the students. We're actually going to be including
2 weeks coaching.
Of some coaching.
Yes.
We're going to add coaching sometimes so that the people that are the scholarship recipients can also be mentored by us and Jasmine.
That's amazing. I got to give you a round of applause for just offering your time. That's 2 weeks of coaching from an expert in yourself. And then we're throwing in that bundle a week of coaching as well, where we're going to make sure that all of these students that come in, they got in the game, they did their part, but now let's make sure that we lay out the groundwork properly for them. So that first 60 days, even that first 90 days, you know exactly what you should be doing with your time. You know where your money should be going. You know the strategy you should be focused on. You're hitting the ground running.
Yeah, so we're so excited. Yeah,
I am so excited, guys. I mean, as a scholarship recipient myself, right? Just how it impacted me, how I was able to just literally, and you guys are getting the accelerator program. I had the whatever the other program was, just the and just with that alone, I was able to literally take that information and just go full force and build up such an amazing business with it. Having no prior like mobile home experience at all. So I'm super excited for you guys. And just, it was just like, I mean, this was just like a perfect opportunity. Like I got to, flourish. Like, yes, I would love the opportunity, and like we're doing, being able to coach those that are interested, because even sometimes they'll get to a point where, you got all the information and trust is everything you need, right? But if there's anything as you're going, you need like little nuances, you guys will have the opportunity in this scholarship to ask additional questions on the Q&A sessions with us. So I'm just super excited about it. I'm just excited about it.
Hey, we're excited ourselves.
Yeah. So the link, we put it is in the comment. I'm going to put it in the comment section right now. for you guys to be able to
Yeah.
for you guys to be able to jump on this ASAP, because as you guys heard me say earlier, when they offered that first scholarship, I was on it, period, like put it like done. Okay. So be somebody, success loves speed, be somebody that is, gonna take action and implement every single thing. And just do it to the book. Like that's all you have to do. You don't got to create this whole new system. Get the blueprint and put it into action. And I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to be doing moving forward. I've had several calls with Samara and just hearing, everything that you all are planning to do and how you plan to help so many more people in such an impactful way, because it is, sometimes we do get that focused on just the money, but there is a whole nother like aspect of life that we have to focus on. So I think that's beautiful. And I've had the something about these giveaways when I apply for them. I just want a free retreat to this thing called like Remembering Me by this other beautiful couple. That's and crazy. Yeah, it was like I just knew I was like, I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this too. And those are the only two things I ever applied for. Like
that's crazy.
You got something special to give.
I know, right? Yeah. It's like when I really want it, it's because I really want it. It's like I'm not just applying to anything. It's like I really want this thing. So wow. So I'm excited I'm excited. So totally free trip, everything paid for. I'm like, okay, I can do it.
That's what they call, that's divine intervention right there.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to just seeing everything that you guys are going to be bringing to the table, because you've made such a huge impact in so many people's lives. From a financial standpoint, I can only imagine from a holistic entrepreneur set how you're going to be able to impact people. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Yeah, and I just love seeing y'all, little baby, so cute. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, like the one thing a lot of people can relate, like myself, right? You have like your husband, you're working together, got the kids, like, how to put all of that together, to have balance, if you will, right? Like, just being able to put the energy where it's needed. So I'm looking forward to it. So guys, I want you guys to, if you are not already following them, of course, make sure you go follow them and follow their YouTube channel as well. Is the channel going to change the name, or is it still currently Trailer Cash Academy?
It's still currently Trailer Cash Academy
right now. Go follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.
And we just wanted to add one more thing, man. Yeah. This isn't any type of gimmick. I know we all know about funnels nowadays. It's 2022, where you're into this program, and then this is just the carrot to get you to the next thing. This is it for us. There is no carrot. Jasmine, she's not coming in saying, "Hey, like you have to do this to do that." It's just like, "Hey, we're just giving from the heart." Yes, there will be other opportunities to work with us in the future, but for right now, this is just where it's at. It's not a certain amount of seats. We said this is seasonal. When God tells us to turn it off, we're going to turn it off. But I think he already gave me that message, that upload. So I'm thinking right at the time we kick it off, I'm thinking on the 8th, right?
Yeah, it's going to be only available for maybe another week or so, if that. Okay. So
just because we got another offer coming for you guys for something else. So we want to make sure we're not throwing too much out there.
Yeah. So if you're with it, you want to make sure that you're ready to jump on the first coaching session, which is going to be starting next week. So make sure you apply, because at the end of the day, like you said, success loves speed. So if we're not, if you're sitting there thinking and on the fence, a lot of times we get caught in analysis paralysis, and it happens to the best of us. So we're just trying to work with the action takers.
You'd be surprised how fast your life can change just when you're willing to just take that massive action and just push forward. So yeah, we're excited, man. Whoever comes in, if you're interested, just be ready. When go time is there, bring your notepad, pencil, and get ready to go to work.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. We got some people, they're like giving 5s and they're just loving it. I wish that I can't tell who this is. I hate that it says Facebook user, but we
I
appreciate
hate that.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Look, somebody's saying pass on that juju. I want to win the scholarship.
Right?
Right.
Click the link right now and enter to win. And
Make sure
so it's gonna be they're gonna go to the link, they're gonna put in their information. And when will they know if they win? Will there be like an announcement?
So we review all of
email?
we review all the applications and we'll be responding to them within 24 hours.
Yeah. So we look at everyone. We've have had a lot that we've had to decline just because everything wasn't filled out. All we want you guys to do is fill out everything properly. Want to see where your head and your heart is at, and then boom, we got you.
I love it. Well, Jay and Samara, I am just so grateful again for your time, for everything that you've put into the community at large, for how it's impacted us all. And I'm grateful also to be able to now collaborate with you guys on this opportunity to for other people to get in the game. So guys, if you haven't already, obviously the link is in the description. I'll make sure to put it in the description. It's in the comment section now. I'll put it in the description after this live, and make sure you go and click it. Jay and Samara, do you have anything you want to leave the people with?
Man, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up, for being here. We're excited for you all, and man, like you can really change your life just by focusing on your vision and setting up your goals properly, and just taking that action in spite of how you feel or in spite of any feelings of fear coming up. We just need to push forward and get to that bag. So
yeah, it's totally possible. But you got to put in the work. And you have to, like you said in the beginning of this interview, have some perseverance. Things may not always be easy, they may not always go your way, but you still have to continue to push forward, and like you said, have a vision and move in. And we have a target. It might not be the straight and narrow way to get there, but we're gonna get there, and with that persistence, you'll get there.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much again. It was such a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys who are watching on the other side of us actually training and doing our Q&A and coaching sessions with you guys. So you guys all have a beautiful night. Thank you so much, Jay and Samara. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right.
Have a good one.